Yes, that's right. Yes, I'm her son. Yes. Yes. What? Of course, I'll be right there. Thank you for letting me know.
Shouta, what's wrong? Has something happened?
Yeah, I just got a phone call from the hospital. They told me that my mom's been admitted.
What? Is she okay? My name is Erika Tsukishima. I'm 30 years old, and I'm currently living in a small house with my husband Shouta and our daughter Ririka, who just turned 5 today. There's nothing remarkable about our lives, and I'd say that we're the average family, living a happy, peaceful life together. But all of a sudden, everything changed, and that peaceful life came crashing down.
Mom!
Shouta, you brought Erika and Ririka with you? I'm so sorry for causing all this fuss. You didn't have to come all this way. Thank you.
The doctor said that you collapsed from exhaustion. Are you okay? How are you feeling?
Oh, they're just exaggerating. It's not that bad, but it must be old age. I'm getting tired more easily.
Don't say that, Mom. You're still too young to call yourself old. You've still got decades ahead of you.
My husband Shouta and his mother Tomoyo are very close. Shouta lost his father to bad health when he was still in high school. And after that, Shouta and Tomoyo worked hard to support one another up until Shouta became independent and moved out of the family house. When we went to visit Tomoyo to tell her that we were getting married.
That's wonderful news. I'm so happy for you both. Now I don't have to worry about my son anymore. I'm leaving him to you, Erika. I hope that you'll take good care of him.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much. Tomoyo had been a friendly and cheerful person ever since I first met her, and I thought that we would get on well because she was so frank with me. However, it seems that she had a lot of friends who she would go out on long trips together with, and we would hardly ever see her. Out of the whole year, we only ever spent time with her at the end of summer and during the New Year season. I wondered where on earth she got the money to live such a lavish lifestyle. But when I asked my husband,
Well, Dad left us a lot of money, and he was paying life insurance, so she must be enjoying a comfortable life using that money. Oh, but don't worry about my part of the inheritance. I've got that money saved in my own bank account. It's not like she's using my money too.
and it answered a lot of questions. But anyway, that's not the issue I want to deal with right now. My impression of her was that she was energetic and still full of vitality. It was a shock to hear that she had collapsed from exhaustion of all things, and worried me to hear that she had been taken to hospital by ambulance. But according to her doctor, her symptoms were still mild, so she would be able to go home the day after the next, and didn't have to take any medication or precautions. Despite that, I could tell that my husband was really worried about her.
I never expected my mom to collapse too. She seemed like she was still raring to go.
You must be worried, especially since we're not living very close to her. It's not easy to just pop in and check on her whenever we want.
Hey, I've been thinking, would you hate it if I said that I wanted my mom to come and live with us? Be honest with me.
Well, you're an only child, and there's no one else she can rely on. I always knew that there was a possibility of that happening someday. I expected it, but I just didn't think that it would happen this soon. Frankly, I'm a little overwhelmed.
Yeah, I can understand that. And it's not like we have space in this house to let her stay here. She won't have her own room.
Hey, I know it's a weird question, but you know the inheritance you said that you got from your dad? Exactly how much did you inherit? I don't think I've ever asked how much it amounted to.
Why do you ask?
I just thought that this might be the chance to buy a house of our own. A bigger one that's a lot more spacious. You were saying that you wanted to start trying for a second child, remember? If we're going to live with your mom, then we'll be a family of 5. We're going to need a lot more room.
Yeah, you're right. Got it. Let's think about moving before we ask my mom if she wants to live with us.
Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. This is our new home?
I'm glad we went ahead and made the decision to buy it. It's our dream home. Isn't it great?
Yay! It's like a castle!
6 months after my mother-in-law collapsed, and after going through a mountain of real estate magazines and websites, we finally found the perfect house for us. And then...
Are you sure? Are you really okay with letting me live with you in a wonderful house like this?
Of course you can, Mom. We've already set up a room, just for you. You can use it however you like.
I'm looking forward to living with you, Tomoyo. I hope we'll continue to get along.
Thank you, Erika. I'm so happy that I can live with you all.
Just like that, our new life with my mother-in-law began, and we were all living happily in our new home. In the beginning, it was peaceful and comfortable, and I couldn't ask for anything more. But not long after moving in, my husband received news from his manager. It was an event that was going to shake our lives and change things forever. What? They want to transfer you.
Yeah, they want me to take a posting in a city 2 states away. I couldn't believe that I would get an assignment like that at a time like this, but I don't think I can turn it down. We're going to need more and more money for the future. This is a chance for me to grab a higher position in the company and raise my salary. I really can't say no to it, so I'll go alone, and I'll come back in a couple of months. We're just lucky that it's not a permanent posting, and that I'll be able to stay in an apartment owned by the company.
Really? But I guess you're right. Don't worry, Shouta. I'll protect the house while you're away. You just focus on your work and take care of yourself.
Thanks, Erica. It's worth putting in the effort because you're here with me. I couldn't do anything without you. Alright then, I'll leave Ririka and my mom to you while I'm gone.
And so, it was decided that Shouta would go away for a few months to assume his position at a branch office in another state. It was going to be lonely without Shouta, and I hated to be apart from him for so long. But my relationship with my mother-in-law was pretty good, and I believed that there wouldn't be any problems when my husband was away. However, everything changed the moment my husband left the house. The nightmare was only about to begin.
Hey, Erica, come here. Do you really call this food? It's disgusting.
What? Is something the matter?
I can't believe you tried and make me eat something so horrendous. It's inedible. You're a terrible cook.
But I haven't done anything differently to how I usually cook things. I don't understand what's wrong.
It's because I've been bearing with the terrible taste this entire time. I've been wanting to say something for a long time. I didn't think you'd be this useless. You can't cook. You can't clean. You're a failure. I'm going to suffer from malnutrition if I keep on throwing up your disgusting meals.
What? What is this? What's going on? She's a completely different person. On the day my husband went out on his long-term business trip, I started my day as I usually did and prepared lunch before midday. But when it came time to sit down and eat, my mother-in-law suddenly complained that it was disgusting and refused to eat it.
I'm going to order something online, so make sure you pay the delivery man when it arrives.
Oh, okay, I understand. And then, starting from that day, my mother-in-law began ordering food and had it delivered to our house for every meal. Not only that, she kept on ordering expensive specialties like sushi and grilled eel. She paid no attention to the cost it came to and forced me to pay for everything that arrived. Tomoyo, would you please stop ordering deliveries? You can't do this anymore.
What? Are you talking back to me? It's your fault for not being able to cook anything decent. Why don't you complain when you've gone back over the basics of cooking?
But we can't afford to pay for your meals anymore. Money's already tight as it is.
So what if it is? That's got nothing to do with me. You're working a part-time job, so you've got the money to pay for my meals. If you don't have enough money, then why don't you go out and work some more?
The money I earn from my part-time job goes towards paying the bills, and we put away the remainder in our savings account. We still owe money for the mortgage, too.
Then why don't you cut back on something else? Work out how to pay less for the utility bills or something. Your priority should be taking care of me and paying for my meals so I stay in good health. Don't you understand something as simple as that?
Of course I want you to be healthy, but I want to buy Ririka the things she wants every now and then. I don't want her to lose out while she's still so small.
Don't make me repeat myself, Erica. I should be your first priority. You should be thinking about how to pay for my food first and foremost. Ririka doesn't need any more toys, clothes, or sweets. She's had enough. She should be thankful that she gets to even eat any food and actually has a roof over her head. She doesn't deserve anything more if she can't be thankful for those basic things. And if you're so bad at handling money that you have to work a part-time job for more money, honestly, what gives you the right to complain? I hope that you're not wasting any of my son's money on something ridiculous, are you?
I would never do anything like that. I'm saying we don't have enough money because you spend over $100 every single day on ordering deliveries for lunch and dinner. Any regular household would feel pressure in the bank if they spent 2 weeks' worth of grocery shopping on 2 meals.
If your salary isn't enough, then why don't you pay for it out of your savings? It's as simple as that.
Tomoyo, what about the money that your husband left for you? Have you already spent all of that? Can't you use that to pay for your meals? I heard everything from Shouta and about how you've been using that inheritance to live comfortably up till now. He told me that's how you've been able to afford all those trips. And you sold your old house when you moved in with us. You should have more than enough money to spend on yourself without relying on me to pay for everything for you. What did you do with all that money?
Be quiet. Stop whining. All of that money is already gone. I spent it all and I don't have anything left.
What? How come? How did you spend it so quickly?
That's none of your business. I'm a part of this family now, and you're my son's wife. It's only a matter of course that you cough up the money to pay for the groceries and the meals in this house. I've already ordered my lunch today, so leave me alone. Just make sure you pay for it when it arrives.
Yes. I never imagined that these were my mother-in-law's true colors. She was a completely different person. Even if Shouta was away for work, I couldn't stay silent about this. I had to let him know what was happening at home. That night, I decided I would wait for my mother-in-law to fall asleep before attempting to contact my husband and report what was going on. But before I could call him,
Shouta, how are you? Oh, Erica, she's fine. She's just in the bath right now. She's doing a perfect job, so don't worry about anything. You just focus on taking care of yourself. Oh well, I picked up because I borrowed her phone today. I don't have my own phone, do I? So I've just been borrowing it when I go out sometimes. Yes, that would be lovely. I really do need my own phone. Let's go and look for one when you get back. That would be wonderful. Yes.
before I could call him, my mother-in-law had seized my phone and had gone one step ahead of me before I could tell them anything. I walked in on her in the middle of a conversation with Shouta, and when she noticed I was in the room, she gave me a look, as though to say she wouldn't give me the chance to make an SOS signal to my husband. And then, she ended the phone call before I could call out to Shouta and took my phone to her room without my permission. I didn't have any way of contacting Shouta anymore.
Mommy,
Rurika, what is it?
I'm really hungry, Mommy.
I know, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. My mother-in-law only ever ordered her own portion of food and didn't share anything with us. But she wouldn't let me cook either. Whenever I headed to the kitchen and began to prepare something for myself and Rurika, she would shriek that nobody would eat my disgusting food and would get in my way. So my daughter and I had no choice but to wait until my mother-in-law had fallen asleep and quietly eat from a cheap ready-made lunch that I would buy on my way home from my part-time job. We had to be as silent as possible for fear of waking up my mother-in-law and having our only meal of the day thrown out in the trash before we could eat anything.
I'm going out for the day, Erica.
Oh, okay. I was used to seeing my mother-in-law wearing flashy, extravagant clothes, but that day it was clear that they were all designer items. She had a designer bag on her arm and a heavy, expensive-looking jewelry slung around her neck. She had told me that she'd spent all of her inheritance and the money she got from selling the house, but these were all items I had never seen before. I just want to let you know that I've got my part-time job to go to today, so I can't pick up Rurika from kindergarten.
Oh, that? No problem. I've already let your manager know that you'll be taking the day off.
What?
I told them that I wasn't feeling well and that you would have to stay home to take care of me for a few days. Your manager was very understanding and told me that you could take as much time as you needed. I didn't have a choice. It would be my neck on the line if you told anyone what was happening at home. You should just be a good girl and stay at home and do the chores. I'll see you later.
Why would you do something like this? What do you want from me?
Isn't it obvious? It's to make you and Shouta divorce. I'm splitting you both up.
What? Why?
I worked hard to raise Shouta. I did my best to make him into the man he is today. He's my little important ATM. I'm not giving him away that easily to a woman like you. I didn't collapse from exhaustion because of work that day. I just went a little too far when I went out with my friends the night before and ended up in the hospital. But my darling little boy assumed that it was because living alone was too tough for me, physically, and starting moving exactly the way I wanted him to. I knew that if I ever collapsed, he would start thinking that it was time to start living together and would announce that he wanted to take care of me in old age.
I was too shocked to speak and ended up falling to my knees in the corridor. Her treatment of me had gone beyond the realm of bullying. This was imprisonment. But because she had taken my phone, I couldn't contact my manager or even Shouta. There was nothing I could do. Ever since, I've been forced to stay at home. I couldn't leave the house to go to work and couldn't even go out to throw out the trash. She had forbidden me from opening the door without her permission. I could have just ignored her and gone out against her word, but by not letting me leave the house in the mornings, I couldn't take Rurika to kindergarten. If there was no one to take care of my daughter, then I would have to stay at home to watch her myself. She was too young to be left alone while I was at work, and I couldn't just trust Tomoyo to not leave her unsupervised. Naturally, I had to get Rurika to take time off of kindergarten, and we were both forced to stay indoors. That lifestyle continued for over a month, and both Rurika and I had reached our limits. We were hungry and deprived of fresh air and exercise.
If you say that you'll divorce Shouta, then I'll let you go outside. How about that? It's easy. You just have to sign these papers, and you'll be free.
I should just give in. If I divorce Shouta, I'll be free to go to my parents' house, and I can protect Rurika from this monster. I won't have to make her suffer anymore. The thought had crossed my mind countless times. I wanted to give in to the words my mother-in-law was saying, and just when I was about to agree,
Hey, old woman! I know you're in there! I saw you go in! Come on out right now! Open up! Open the door!
What?
Sir, we've got some information saying that she was at the station just a few minutes ago. Then the information about her living here must be true. Great work. There's no point calling out to her in the middle of the street. She'll just make a fuss and run away. Let's give up for today and watch for when she comes back.
What? Who are they? They sound like the mafia. What do I do?
She owes us a hell of a lot, sir. We can't let her get away. How about we sell this house and take the money we make from it? Idiot. We ain't here to cause trouble for her family. Our target's the old woman. We don't want the police sniffing around either. We've got to make sure we take care with how we get things done. Yes, sir.
I stifled my gasp for breath and stayed as quiet as possible. I waited, and a few moments later, I could hear their footsteps walking down the pathway. They were gone. I can't believe it. Is that how she's paying for all those luxuries?
I'm hungry. I want some fresh sushi for dinner. But it's probably a 20-minute drive away from here. Erica, you got nothing to do all day, so I'll give you a task to do. Drive me to the sushi restaurant. Get the car ready, will you?
Of course.
I want to eat some sushi too. I'm hungry.
If you're a good girl, then I might give you some. So be quiet and do as I tell you, okay?
Tomoyo, the car's open. Would you take a seat? I'll be right outside. Please notice. I'm begging you. Help us.
Welcome in. Please, take a seat at the counter.
I think that I'll eat whatever the chef recommends. I want the best sushi you've got.
Understood. And what can I bring for you, miss? What would you like?
Well...
You can bring them both water. That's all.
What? But...
I told you, they don't need anything. Bring them water. That's all we're ordering. So hurry up and bring my sushi. I'm hungry, so don't make me wait.
Of course.
Tomoyo?
What do you want?
I'll be fine with water, but would you please let Ririka eat something? She's so hungry. I won't ask for anything more.
What did you say? She should bear with it. You should be grateful that you even get to see the inside of a place like this. Don't you dare ask me for something ridiculous like that.
I feel pathetic. I can't even feed my own daughter. If Ririka was going to suffer this much, then I should have agreed to the divorce much sooner. I should have returned to my parents' house. Why on earth am I letting this woman order me around and control me like this? This is hell.
I'm sorry for the wait. Here's your order.
Finally, I feel like I've been waiting for hours. I'm starved. I'm so hungry my stomach is making noises. Huh? Why are there 3 plates? I believe I only ordered a single plate of your best sushi. Take them away.
These 2 plates are on the house, ma'am. I hope you'll all enjoy the meal together.
The waiter had been considerate enough to bring plates for myself and Ririka and motioned for us to go ahead and eat. We both stared at the delicious-looking sushi that had been placed before us and gasped at how much there was.
Wow! It all looks so yummy. I'm so hungry.
On the house? That's kind of you. Then I'll enjoy them all myself. I'm so lucky that I can eat so much sushi today, and it's all for free.
What?
What? Do you have a problem with what I said? You're the one that said it's on the house. What I do with the sushi is up to me, isn't it? I can eat it all by myself, can't I? Or are you going to argue with a customer?
But
You're really starting to get on my nerves. You're just a stupid waiter, and the customer is always right. Don't the waiters in this restaurant know how to treat their customers? Just shut up and do your job. You've already brought me my order, so hurry up and go away. I want to eat in peace.
Yes, ma'am.
The waiter looked over at Ririka and I and bowed his head apologetically. He couldn't do anything more to help us, and I couldn't blame him. If anything, I felt sorry for how his kindness had been wasted. He'd gone out of his way to prepare 2 extra plates of sushi for us, for free, no less, only for them to be taken away by Tomoyo.
I'm full. That was a delicious meal. I want to come here to eat again soon. I think I'll order something different next time. Come on, move. We're leaving as soon as you pay for my plate.
Yes. And then, the moment I stood up to go to the register...
Oh, hey! Isn't that Erica? It's been a long time. How you been doing?
What?
Didn't think I'd bump into you here. It's good to see ya. Last time I saw you was at graduation, huh?
A man I had never seen before began talking to me as though we had known each other for years. I was lost for a reaction when...
It's been a long time, so how about we sit down and talk for a while? I want to catch up on what you've been up to the past few years. This must be a kid, huh?
What?
Excuse me? Who do you think you are? Erica, ignore him and come pay for my meal. We're leaving right now.
Sorry, lady, but I'm talking to Erica right now. Do you mind not interrupting?
Why should I care about what you have to say to her?
I told you to shut it, lady. Do I gotta repeat myself?
The strange man glared at my mother-in-law, and it was intimidating enough to make her back away. She was silenced, and unable to bear the pressure from the man, she ran out of the restaurant in a panic. There was no sign of her coming back, and I couldn't help but sigh in relief. I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh yeah, sorry about that. This is me. You can keep that card with you.
Kazuto Takichawa. You're a member of the MoniRobo gang. Oh, then does that mean that you're...
Yeah, found the note you left on your front door. That's why I'm here.
Before leaving the house, I had written a note and slid it between the door and the postbox, just barely visible to anyone who passed by. All I had written was, gone out to Ryuki Sushi Restaurant, and hoped that the mafia that had dropped by earlier this afternoon would return and notice the paper. If they were really looking for my mother-in-law, they would probably come by again. I bet on the chance that they would come looking for us. Thank you so much. It's thanks to you that I finally got some space for my mother-in-law. I thought I would never be free of her again, but I'm sorry. I'd like to thank you because you've come all this way for us, but I don't have anything to give you as a token of my gratitude.
I don't need anything like that. More importantly, you guys should have something to eat. You must be hungry. Let's eat. Hey, chef, I want 2 plates of your best sushi and some green tea, too. I'll pay for everything here. You both look like you haven't been eating properly for a while now. You should have a decent meal before we go anywhere.
Really? Can I eat that yummy-looking sushi too?
Sure. Eat as much as you want, kid. You can ask for more when you're done with this plate. Even thirds, too.
No, I can't ask you to do that. I don't have any way to pay you back right now. I really don't need anything. Please, just let my daughter go. I'll do anything you ask. I'll do anything. So please, I'll pay you back for coming for us when I have the money.
Relax. I ain't gonna do nothing to either of you. My target's that old lady. I just want to sit down and ask you a few things. Don't need any money if you just give me the info I need.
Information? What do you need to know? I was asked about what Tomoyo was doing during the day, and all the things she had been doing to us up until now. He wanted details on where she spent her time, and how she had been acting recently.
That's even worse than I thought. I knew she was up to no good, but this is on a whole nother level. No, I guess she's capable of that much. And where's your husband right now? Does he know anything?
He's currently away on business. I tried to contact him, but my mother-in-law confiscated my phone, so I don't have any other way to contact him. She sometimes lets us have video calls with him, and the last time we called, he noticed how much weight both our daughter and I have lost. He asked what's wrong, but before I could tell him what was going on, my mother-in-law interrupted and told him that we were just recovering from a bad cold. She lied to him, but he didn't doubt anything because she's his mother. I couldn't bring myself to argue back. I'm too scared about what might happen if I do.
He hasn't realized how suspicious this all is? If only he had a keener eye, maybe he could have helped you out of this trap sooner.
No, it's not his fault. He's tired from work, and we're all stressed out by how long we've been apart. He can't help it, but I should have been more careful. I was the one that got us into this trouble.
You blame yourself too much. Don't let that get to you. You gotta stay strong for your kid, alright? Anyway, if your husband's on a business trip, then that must mean that he can't get back right away.
Yes, that's right.
Got it. And how about you guys come and stay in our office for the night? You need good sleep.
What?
If you go home right now, that old woman's just gonna take all of her anger out on you and your daughter. And you don't have any money, do you? You can't pay to spend the night at a hotel in town. I'll let all of the guys know and tell them to get out when it's bedtime. They won't do anything to hurt innocent civilians. And I'll talk to your husband. You don't have to worry about anything. So come to the office and wait there until your husband gets back. You won't have to worry about food or that old lady while you're with us.
Are you sure we won't be in the way?
Yeah, I want to help you guys. I'll take care of you both.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, let's go.
There was no sign of my mother-in-law when we left the restaurant. It seems that she had called for a taxi and headed home on her own. I had driven to the restaurant by car, so Kazuto, Rurika, and I got into my car, and I followed Kazuto's directions to the office he was talking about. On a regular day, in a regular state of mind, I would have never agreed to go with a man I had only just met, and I knew that I was taking a big risk by going to the place he was leading us to. But I was so exhausted, physically and mentally, that I couldn't resist his offer to help us. I was so desperate to get away from Tomoyo, even if it meant relying on Kazuto. We entered the office, only to find that it was filled with bulky men who all looked as intimidating and as dangerous as Kazuto looked. But that was just their appearance. They were kind enough to sit us down and offer us hot drinks to calm down. And they gave Ririka some chocolate. They prepared a hot bath for us and even gave us a second dinner when Ririka said that she was hungry. Ririka herself was so delighted that she told me that she wanted to stay at the office if she was allowed to have so much fun without being told off. And then, because I was finally free of Tomoyo's supervision, I could finally contact Shouta and tell him everything that had been going on. He let me know that he would talk to his managers and promised to come back the very next day. He was shocked to hear the truth about why Ririka and I had lost so much weight, and apologized to me over and over for not realizing sooner. He even told me that he would prepare to get his mom to move out and told me that he wouldn't have to suffer anymore. I was so relieved that tears rolled down my cheeks. Huh? Kazuto, where did he go?
Oh, it's best you don't ask.
Huh?
Hey, I know you're in there! Open the door! Open up, right now!
What do you want? Who are you?
You should know who I am! Take a better look!
Oh, you're the rude man from the sushi restaurant. Where's that woman? She's got chores to do.
You really think I'd tell you? I'm here on business! You know why I'm here? Think harder!
Uh-huh.
Guess there are too many things you're guilty of to know what I'm after you for. I can understand why you don't want to say nothing. You owe us money, remember? And a substantial amount at that. When are you planning on paying us back?
What are you talking about? I've been transferring payments every month. You don't have any right to complain.
No right to complain? You really think we haven't noticed what you've been up to? Don't underestimate us. We know that you've been using the money you borrowed from us to gamble it all away at the local slot machine arcade. And we know that you've got your eyes on your son's inheritance. You're probably planning to trick him into giving you his money so that you can pay off your massive debt, huh? That's why you moved out of your old house and started living with him, isn't it? And now you're taking advantage of the fact that he isn't home to use half of the money he's sending home to pay back your debt. You haven't changed a bit. You're just as selfish as you were in the past.
In the past? What do you mean?
You seriously already forgotten about me? You really are a heartless woman, and a brainless one. 30 years ago, I was living with you. To be more precise, I had no choice but to live with you.
What? It can't be. Are you Kazuto?
Finally remembered. It's been a long time, huh? I went through a lot thanks to you. All that bullying and abuse you put me through. You were never a good stepmother, but you did a good job of hiding the abuse from my dad. If you didn't get a divorce, I probably would have ended up starving like your daughter-in-law and your kid.
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking straight at the time. I didn't mean to hurt you that much. You know that, don't you? I just did all that to raise you into a strong adult. It was discipline, that's all. I was only thinking about what was best for you.
Do you really think that an excuse like that will make me forgive what you did? After all these years? You hated me! Just because I was Dad's son from a previous marriage and took your frustration out on me whenever he wasn't around. The only reason why you even married him was because you were after his money. Not out of love. You didn't even hesitate to cheat on him just a few months after getting married, too. You were a real lowlife back then, and you haven't changed. You're still dealing out the same pain to the people around you.
I'm sorry, but I had no choice. I had to do it.
You had no choice? I've had enough of your excuses. You're just full of crap. Even after you got divorced, my dad suffered. He had a lot of trouble with mental illness, and even his health took a blow. He got sick and died in hospital, and it's all your fault!
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Please, you've got to understand. I never thought that he would die like that. It's not me.
It was your fault! I blamed you this entire time, and I've despised you for it! That's how I found out about your debt, because I've been investigating you for a long time now!
No. Is that how you ended up going down that road?
No, I became a part of the mafia when the boss took me in. I had nowhere to go after Dad died and was on the streets when the boss found me. They were all really kind to me and offered me shelter. I owe them my life.
That's good for you. You found a family that's taking care of you. How fortunate. I've been worried about you this entire time. I wonder what happened to you after I divorced your dad.
Don't give me that! It's too late to act like you care! You're nothing to me! There's no need to lie through your teeth anymore! Hey, take her away! I'm sick of talking to her! Yes, sir.
Stop! Where are you planning on taking me? You can't do this. Please, I'm sorry. I'll apologize. I'll say sorry for everything I've done, so please. I'll pay you back too. I swear. Have mercy, please. I don't want to die.
I ain't interested in taking your life, but in return, I'm gonna give you a taste of the pain you made me and Erica and her daughter suffer. You'll understand exactly how we felt. under your control.
After that, I heard from Kazuto that my mother-in-law cried and pleaded as she was taken away by one of his subordinates. As for her destination, I hear that he had sent her away to a country that's infamous for being the most dangerous in the world. She's now working there alongside other people like her, who owe a massive amount in debt, and even some dangerous criminals from all over the world. I don't know what she's doing, but I hear that she could lose her life at any moment. But until then, all of the money she's earning is being used to pay off her debts, and part of it is coming back to us as compensation for the treatment Ririka and I suffered. It seems that none of the money she's earning is going her way, so she's starving and going without shelter.
Erika! Ririka! I'm sorry! I'm so sorry! I should have realized sooner! I was so stupid for believing everything my mom said to me!
No, it's not your fault, Shouta. I'm sorry too. I should have stopped her when she was lying on the phone and set things right sooner on.
You don't have to apologize for anything, Erika! I was too focused on my work, and I didn't even think about what could be happening at home! I should have been there for you both! Kazuto, thank you so much for saving my wife and daughter! There's nothing to thank me for, but I just want to give you some advice. Don't ever lose sight of them ever again. Get your priorities straight, and if you ever need anything, let me know. I'll come right over and help you guys out. We've all suffered under the same abusive parent. I won't let her get close to you ever again. Trust me. Yes, of course! Thank you so much!
We moved out of our house not long after that to another city where Tomoyo would never find us. It had only been a few months since we bought our previous house, and unlike us, it was still in good condition, so we were able to sell it at a slightly higher price than we initially bought it at. Using that money, we found a bigger house, but Ririka and I were still frail, both mentally and physically, and would need a lot of time to regain our strength. We decided that we would spend some time recuperating after moving. And Shouta took his paid holidays in one go so that he could take care of us.
I want you to rest until you're really ready to get back to work and doing the housework. I've made you suffer enough up until now. From now on, I'm going to support you with all my strength. So please, don't say that you want a divorce. I don't want to lose you and Ririka. I want you to stay with me. Please.
Of course I will. Why do you think I endured all of the abuse from your mom? I didn't want to get a divorce, and I hope that one day the three of us will live in peace again. It was for us to stay together.
Erika, thank you. Thank you.
And now, it's taken some time, but we're finally living happily ever after once again. We're enjoying the peaceful, simple days without Tomoyo. And it might not be long until we get a new addition to the family. We'll just have to wait and see.
Welcome back, Sakura Shouta. I prepared some delicious sushi for you today again.
Yay! It's something I look forward to every month.
I'm so hungry.
My name is Mizuki Aoyama. I'm 26 years old and I'm a newlywed who just got married 6 months ago. I met my husband, Shouta, at a drinking party hosted by a mutual acquaintance of ours. I thought it was too early to get married at 26, but I gave in to Shota's fierce onslaughts of Cupid's arrows, and we got married rather soon after we met. I also admired young mothers, particularly my own, so I thought this would be nice. But it had only been a month since our wedding and we had started our married life, and already I'd started to regret marrying my husband. It became especially apparent when I attended a dinner party held once a month by my in-laws. Well, welcome, my dears. Please come in. Thank you, ma'am. These sweets are from famous and delicious shop downtown. Please accept them as a gift. Yes, well, thanks. Oh, did she not like it?
Mom, you don't like this? This is my personal favorite.
Oh, why don't you just say so, silly? As expected of such a good son. What is this sudden change of heart? Is what I thought, and when I was invited to my husband's family's house for the first time since my marriage, I felt something strange that I had never felt before. It became even more certain when my parents-in-law, my sister-in-law, and her husband and ourselves sat down at the table for dinner. Now, it's time for the monthly Moni sushi party, my dears.
This is the go-to for our family gatherings, after all.
Yay! I'm so happy.
Whenever I eat this, I feel like I'm really back home, guys.
Excuse me, what's the matter? Where is my share in your son-in-law's? It's right in front of you. Some nice norimaki rolls. In front of me and my brother-in-law, with a cling and a clang of plates hitting wood, were norimaki rolls of cucumber and dried gourd. He and I glanced at each other in shock. I'm sure that he had married my sister-in-law a year before I married Shouta, so perhaps I followed him when he got up to go to the bathroom. My husband, his sister, and their parents were all busy talking about themselves anyway, so they didn't have any particular suspicions. If I may, sir?
Miss Mizuki, I'm sorry, but I guess it's turned out like this after all.
What on earth is going on?
My parents-in-laws only love their own children, it seems. I didn't notice any of that because they treated me normally at the family meetings and the weddings, but at the monthly gatherings, as well as the Oban and New Year's, they clearly discriminated against me in terms of the food provided to me only, and thereof statement. But my wife and Shouta didn't think anything of it, it seems. They even look at me as if to say, "Got any complaints about the food we serve you, eh?"
What the hell is that?
I should have told them at the family gathering up until this point, but even now, I don't think Sakura would approve of me meeting with another woman, even if she was my sister-in-law.
So she's a pretty controlling person, isn't she? But I can't stand being treated like this all the time, sir. If I were to call it anything, without a doubt, it would be abuse, straight up. I never thought that men could receive such abuse too, though, I must admit.
This is really how it goes every time we meet, huh?
Would we get in trouble for exchanging contact information?
Nah, that's fine. At least she's never even looked inside of my phone for anything.
Well, let's exchange contact information just in case something happens to one of us. We're the only allies to each other in enemy territory, sir.
That's certainly reassuring to think about.
Hey, what are you guys doing out here of all places? We've already finished eating, see? Come on now, help us clean everything up. Yes, ma'am.
Coming, ma'am.
Don't tell me they've been forcing you to clean up until now.
Yeah, even at Oban and New Year's.
There has to be some good reason for you to stand this ridiculous abuse.
I'll talk about that another time.
So we quickly cleaned everything up, and of course, my husband and his family were watching us half-heartedly as they sipped tea without a care in the world. This family is very strange and very unpleasant. I have to do something quickly. Oh, here I am, sir.
Thank you for coming, Miss Mizuki.
I asked you to do this, sir. Was Sakura okay with this?
Yeah, she's always having lunch with her friends during the day, so I'm sure that everything is fine.
Yeah, she's a full-time housewife, isn't she?
Yeah, but she doesn't do much housework at all.
I have a ton of things I want to ask you, sir. So, shall we go to a restaurant for now? I contacted Mr. Makio, my brother-in-law, a few days later, and we decided to have lunch. We ended up complaining to each other about all sorts of things, but in terms of the length of marriage, Mr. Makio's been married longer, and I felt like he had a bigger problem than I did. So today I came more to listen to him talk about his own experiences. I'm sure it's not my place to ask this, but why did you want to marry Miss Sakura?
This is gonna be a pretty heavy topic to talk about, but Sakura has been stalking me for a long time, you see.
What?
I come from a family of farmers, but since I'm the third in line to inherit the profession, I don't need to be the heir. But we suffered a direct hit from a typhoon and subsequent poor harvest a few years back, and how she found out about it I have no clue. But Sakura offered to support my family, without me knowing about it either.
What?
Oh, I don't think you paid a penny for it, Miss Mizuki. I think that it was all her parents' money, but my parents were so touched, they told me I just had to marry Sakura as a form of thanksgiving.
Even to this extent? Why is she so obsessed with you, sir?
I wish I knew, but she drags me to her friends' gatherings and stuff, even though I don't know a single person there.
Pardon me, but you've been made into an accessory.
Excuse me?
Well, Mr. Makio, you have good looks, you see, and I think she's just bragging to her female friends about how good-looking her husband is to get the upper hand. If that's why she married you, sir, then she's really the worst.
If I try hard, could I get a divorce? Could I be free from Sakura's shackles? But in reality, I can't say anything much at all because of her family saving my family from the destruction, and I have no choice but to put up with the way my in-laws treat me.
You'll be free, Mr. Makio. Listen to me, sir. You've been brainwashed. Let's get out of this environment right away. I'll get divorced too.
What? But...
It's fine. I'll gladly become a divorcee. Let's give them hell. Then, in Mr. Makio's eyes, I saw a glimmer of fighting spirit inside.
I'll give it a try. Miss Mizuki, will you fight with me?
Of course. As of henceforth, we are true allies. And then I started to think about what exactly would hurt the perpetrators most if and when we struck. We formed a plan. Hey, honey.
Hey, what's up?
How long have you been going to your family's favorite restaurant, Moni Sushi?
Huh? Well, I used to go there with my family when I was a kid. We would get takeout too. Mom and Dad said that they've been going ever since they got married.
Wow, it's a long-established restaurant.
I'm sure everyone who lives around there knows the sensei at Moni Sushi. I think the guy's father used to be a famous local politician back in the day.
Wow, that's amazing.
Why do you ask?
Nothing really, just that the sushi is always so good.
Right? The premium sushi is even better.
You don't think anything of it being a problem with me and Mr. Macchio not being able to eat said premium sushi, honey?
After all, Mom and Dad are treating us, and you have no right to complain.
Oh, I see. I almost asked if it was all right to invite Shouta over to my parents' house and treat him in the same fashion, but I stopped myself. It's a waste of time talking to such a bird-brained person anyway.
Sakura's going away for a sleepover next weekend, she says.
Is that about the hot spring trip with her with our in-laws? Shouta also said something along the lines of family members only. I'm gonna have so much fun. It took all my willpower not to scream.
I think that's it for sure.
But this only works in our favor. Let's go next weekend.
Well then, I'll leave the house to you.
Yes, have a nice trip. Now then, let's get ready. Good afternoon.
Welcome, welcome.
It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. My name is Mizuki Ayama, the wife of the son of Mr. Michitara Ayama and Mrs. Haru.
Huh? So you're the wife of the Aoyamas. The wife of young Shouta, I see. Pleasure's all mine, my dear.
Likewise, I'm the husband of their daughter, Sakura. Makio Satomura, at your service, sir.
Well, such nice youngsters. Please have a seat. Will the others be joining you soon?
No, sir. My husband and his family have gone on a trip outside of town, you see.
Only family members were invited, it seems, and we weren't, sir, so...
Could you elaborate on what that means, my dears?
And this was how we had the opportunity to tell everything to the sensei. Then his shoulders trembled, as though he'd just had a shiver run down his spine.
I've always been on good terms with the Aoyama family. Yes, when the lovely Sakura got married, and when young Shouta also got married, of course. The monthly deliveries and the deliveries during New Year's, they've genuinely spoiled me for so long, you see. However, there are some things you shouldn't do as a person, aren't there, my dears?
I really don't like any norimaki rolls of cucumber and dried gourd. But the ones you made, Sensei, those were delicious. That's why I've always wondered how delicious your true sushi is, you see.
Let me treat you for today. Today's menu, premium course for 2 people, sushi of Sensei's choice coming right up.
Even though Sensei was never at fault for anything, he insisted on treating us to his delicious sushi. Oh my God, this is divine, sir. They're all truly delicious. This is quite literally the first time I've ever eaten such delicious sushi in my life.
No wonder why people want to come here again and again, hungry for more.
Why, thank you. I've been making sushi for 40 years now because I wanted to hear those words from my customers. Come on now, don't dawdle, there's more to come.
As such, we ate to our heart's absolute content, and we were sipping our hot cups of tea afterwards.
By the way, are you two considering getting divorced?
Of course, Sensei. My plan for the rest of the day is to pick up my things and get the hell away from home.
I'm thinking the same, sir.
Understood. Then I'll make my moves this upcoming week with your permission.
Huh?
Oh, just you wait and see, my dear.
As I told Sensei, I sent my big things of luggage to my parents' house, packed the things I needed in a small suitcase, and left to stay at a friend's house for a short while. Since Mr. Macchio couldn't rely on his parents for safety and shelter, he decided to leave his things in a storage space he had rented. In any case, it's a big step for someone who has been so restrained to Sakura and his parents' mercy. It's the right thing to do. Sir, it's absolutely crazy. I've received over 100 messages from Shouta and his family. The line messages are amazing, too. I'll send you a few screenshots later on.
That's how it is for me, too. Well, if you just leave the provisional notice and the divorce papers behind, it's bound to happen.
Yes, but let's wait a little longer for us to reply to them. At least after Tuesday.
I wonder what Sensei's gonna do.
I'm looking forward to the results.
I finally got through! Hey, Mizuki, what did you say to Sensei?
Huh? What happened? I just had a nice meal at his restaurant is all.
Screw off with all your kidding! He freaking came to my parents' house and scolded the crap out of my mom and dad!
What a nice chef.
Oh, shut the heck up! Because of that, my parents are now being looked down upon by the neighborhood, and they're forbidden from ever setting foot inside of Mani Sushi ever again! What the heck are you doing?
Didn't you hear what Sensei said in his lecturing?
I was called in too. I was scolded like crazy alongside my sister. What the hell? I'm disappointed in all you Aoyamas. I make my sushi to help put a smile on everyone's faces, understand? It's completely unacceptable to use it to discriminate and abuse within the family. I hope you never come back through my shop's curtains in the future.
But why, Sensei? We just enjoy delicious meals as a family.
Your daughter's husband and your son's wife are also family, are they not? What nonsense are you on about? First of all, you yourself were originally an outsider, weren't you? How would you feel if you were treated the same as Mizuki and Makio?
Well, sir.
And Shouta, how would you feel if you were invited to Mizuki's parents' house and only you were served cheap food, eh? Would you still claim that you have no right to complain about what you serve them, eh? In any case, I don't want people who don't care about others to eat my sushi. Thank you very much for your patronage up until now.
So, Sensei, you gave them an uproarious warning. And so you don't agree with the contents of the lecture at all?
But that's because Mom and Dad are...
Mommy this, Daddy that. Shut the hell up! I'm your wife, aren't I? Shouldn't I be the one you ought to protect against unreasonable abuse? If your parents are more important than I am, then you won't have any problem divorcing me. I'm not family, after all, am I? Never went on trips, seeing how they were always family members only.
I'm sorry about that. I'm so sorry.
It's too late. Getting married to a guy like you. I need to develop a better eye for men.
Please, honey, don't say you want a divorce. If I don't take you and Mr. Makia out to dinner, then Sensei won't forgive any of us. I told you, didn't I? The chef's father was a famous politician back in the day. Everyone in the local area loves Mani Sushi. If you're forbidden from going to that restaurant, Mom and Dad will feel alone in society. I was planning to go back to that house someday. It's a problem.
Sure. But I don't give the furry crack of a rat's ass. If you don't divorce me willingly, I'll hire a lawyer or whatever and get that divorce or die trying. Well then, see you in court.
Wait a...
I feel so relieved. Mr. Makio, how are things?
Wow, Sensei's power is amazing. Sakura, who is so strong and domineering, has become a little weakling. She said she would forgive me if I apologize now.
And you made it sound like it's okay if she didn't forgive you, right?
She made a fuss about paying the money she'd given to my family back, but when I asked her about the family she'd used, draining my savings without permission, she fell silent. I'm in an overwhelming advantageous position to her, so I think I'll be able to manage it.
That's good. Let's both go all the way to the divorce. After that, we had some problems, but thanks to hiring accomplished lawyers, we were able to get our divorces. I was only married for 6 months, so we didn't have much savings in a joint account, so we didn't have any disputes over the division of assets. As for the alimony, I couldn't ask for such a high amount, and perhaps he realized that further arguments were a waste of energy, for he quickly agreed to pay. On the other hand, Mr. Makio was heavily criticized by his parents for divorcing their savior.
I am not your goddamn puppet, guys. You have no idea how much pain and suffering Sakura has put me through up until now, with you and your fooled views of her outward surface of kindness. Enough from you guys.
He straight up had a tantrum. After that, he explained in official writing how Sakura had been treating him, alongside her parents. His parents went deadly pale, apparently, and had genuinely apologized, bowing their heads to the floor. He also explained that the amount of support they had received from their family had been paid off already since he got married, with her draining his savings and all. His parents promised to pay their son back the money that they owe him. Well, I'm glad we both got it over with.
I can't thank you enough, Miss Mizuki. If you hadn't volunteered to fight alongside me, what would have happened to me around now?
No, sir. I'm glad we met at the right time. The only good thing about getting married this time is that I was able to be of use to you, Mr. Makio.
You know, we will be strangers from now on, but I was wondering if you'd like to continue having tea with me.
Huh? Of course! I was hoping that would happen too. So, we got divorced and became strangers, but we could continue to be tea friends, so to speak. Living alone! This is the life! I think marriage would be out of the question for a while. Nah, maybe not. Oh, it's Mr. Macchio. Hello, what's up?
I'm sorry, I need you to hide me for a little. Could I please go into your house?
Huh?
I'll tell you more later, okay? I promise. Your address didn't change since when I sent you the oranges the other day, did it?
No, it's the same. What on earth happened? But it seems like something not so simple. Mr. Macchio arrived at my house 10 minutes after our phone call.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. What happened?
Sakura's chasing me, you see?
What? Even at this late stage?
When we got divorced, I issued a restraining order. There's a penalty for breaking it, but I have no idea what she's thinking.
She's still hanging around here, isn't she?
I thought she might come charging into this apartment, and I couldn't just stay home alone, you see?
Don't worry. You couldn't be any more right in choosing this apartment.
Huh?
Hello, is this the manager? I'm calling to inform there may be a suspicious person at the entrance. Yes, thank you. Do be careful, please.
Wait, what's going on?
This department has a system where you report a potentially suspicious person to the manager. Security can be called. The management fee is rather high, but I decided to move here as a countermeasure against Shouta and his family. It ensures my security after all. But I thought your apartment had good security too.
It has an auto-lock system, but this is top-notch. It's amazing.
Macchio, darling. Get out here. I can't tell my friends we're now divorced.
So you're the individual causing a ruckus here at the entrance.
What? Who are you?
If you live in this apartment, please show me your key.
I don't have a key, but I'm the wife of someone who lives here, Macchio Satomura.
Then please tell me his room number, and I'll check with him right away.
That's.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm sorry for the trouble. Sakura's been taken away by security, it seems.
You're so much younger than me, but you really are reliable. You're truly amazing, miss. I'm pathetic by comparison.
If you think you're pathetic, sir, you can change that starting now. Let's work hard together.
Alright, I understand. I'll show you.
Then, because he liked the security measures of this place, he moved to an apartment on another floor from where I live. And how this came out, I have no clue.
Miss Mizuki, let's go out for dinner tonight.
Sure.
Miss Mizuki, would you like to come over to see a movie tonight?
Yes, of course. I'm frequently invited to spend time with him like this. Our next plan is to go eat at Moni Sushi. And by the way, my ex-parents-in-law are still talked about in their neighborhood, and Sakura and Shouta are apparently secluded, huddled together at their parents' house too. Well, we openly get to eat out. We haven't been banished after all. Sensei! It's been a while.
Welcome. Oh, hold on. You two look so happy.
It's all thanks to you, Sensei.
We'll definitely keep on coming here, sir. Yes, of course. You better come, the two of you. Sensei. Sorry, lad, sorry.
After that, we went to Moni Sushi a few times, where I was given a big surprise thereafter, but I think you can imagine what it is.
I'm telling you, Mr. Magari, your proposal's not deemed to be good for our client. Their business is currently in decline, and as you know full well, by the way, what's the point of making such an unnecessary additional proposal now? They'll go bankrupt. That's why we're gonna let them introduce our systems more widely to increase their sales. Our investments are at stake here. It took that company a year to even get used to the basic system, sir. The employees have finally mastered it to a decent level and things have stabilized. If we had a more complex system in addition to that, then it'll only cause more chaos and confusion. Are you still in sales with that mentality? We as salesmen only need to think about sales, buddy. But this is the way that things have always been done. This is how I made the numbers soar and got promoted to where I am now. I won't tolerate disobedience. Inokuma and Mr. Magari are at it again. When I returned from sales, a fight had broken out, which had become a common sight in our company. The two individuals who were yelling at each other's throats was the young Mr. Inokuma, and the one who was yelling his darn butt off was Mr. Magari, the head of the sales department. Inokuma is Mr. Magari's direct subordinate, but his stance towards serving customers is vastly different. Quite the opposite of the spectrum, to be honest. A normal employee wouldn't dare disagree with the head of the department, but he seems to tend to get heated up pretty easily because of a strong sense of justice, and thus he always clashes with Mr. Magari. However, it was still a relationship between a boss and a subordinate.
In the end, it seemed that Inakuma reluctantly had no choice but to listen and obey Mr. Magari. The two continued to work together and agreed to disagree.
You're only in your second year at this company when you're trying to give me, a veteran with 20 years of experience, your opinion. Well, you're a million years early, bucko. Now, just like I told you, prepare the materials.
I've already sent you the materials via email, sir. I asked you to check your inbox earlier, remember?
And I told you to bring the proposal by me handwritten.
Look, in the end, we're bringing the materials we made with the PowerPoint. How many times do I have to say that writing them by hand is a double effort?
Who cares about the effort you put in? I hate computers, dang it. I don't even want to check my mailbox.
What kind of anachronistic nonsense are you on about, sir? The accounting department has also been having trouble, you understand? Trouble over how it never registers it with the system and just hands them a ton of receipts each time.
Well, it's all the fault of those pricks who get paid with the money that we earn and try to make their own job really easy.
Enough already.
Dang, this is what the youngsters are like these days, huh? I'm gonna give him a negative bonus evaluation next time.
Ever since Inakuma became Magari's subordinate, the latter has been really exaggerating the bad things about the former, and Inakuma's reputation within the company had not been very good, nowadays anyway. A stubborn, disrespectful, incompetent young employee who just didn't listen to others, that's what everyone labeled him. And I agree, it's unjust, but I didn't think of him that way at all. Yeah, this is bad. Why won't he understand? Nice work, Mr. Inakuma. Section Chief Tsunao, sir? I handed him a can of coffee and stood next to him. You saw it too, didn't you, sir? Mr. Maggari is wrong, and anything but helpful for our clients. Yeah, so that's what you think, huh, Mr. Inakuma? What is that talk, sir? You mean to tell me that you're also on Mr. Maggari's side? That's not what I mean, buddy. However, I just thought that Mr. Maggari had a point, you see. It is indeed one strategy to require more investments when a certain subcontractor company is in a bad shape. However, the important thing is whether the customer's will is reflected in this solution. What do you think, Mr. Inakuma? I don't know, sir. You haven't asked them? No, sir, not directly. However, I noticed that one of our negotiating partners was frowning at Mr. Maggari's one-sided, half-forceful proposal, so I thought for sure that they didn't want to do it. I see. Am I wrong? I knew that you were never stubborn after all. I'm aware that people in the company have been saying a lot of things about me, saying that if I think this way, I'll keep on rushing ahead and lose sight about what's going on around myself. It's important and very good on you that you are aware of that, okay? Once I realized that he was the kind of person that I thought he was, I made a certain proposal, and I suggested... So, this is Mr. Inakuma, who is transferred from Division 1 to us. I'm planning on having them support me for a while, but if anything happens, please rely on him. It's not, a very welcoming atmosphere, is it? Are you sure I should have to come here, sir? Don't mind them, it'll be fine, buddy. Well, I'm going out today on business, so please get ready. Indeed, I asked Mr. Inakuma to move to the section that I managed. What? Me, sir? In the top sales group Division 2? Well, I think that you'll be my assistant for a while, but I'd like to entrust you with the customers in the future. However, there is one condition. A condition? I see, there's always some kind of condition. The kind like you must always listen to what I say and obey my orders, so this person's the same kind of guy as Director Maggari after all. Always remember to report, contact, and discuss. Everything else, you can do your job in however way you want. Is that all, sir? Yes, that's all. However, I hereby solemnly promise you that I won't oppose to it, but I do want you to be sure to report to me before doing anything, and if a problem occurs, then I hereby solemnly promise that I won't get angry, so I want you to consult with me without hiding anything. But isn't that quite obvious, sir? Then by all means, you are welcome in my division. And that's how Inakuma, with a question mark hovering above his head, became a member of Division 2. The other members of the division, who had only heard bad rumors about him, were visibly shaken, but we'll keep it as our little secret, and that I was full of thoughts along the lines of just wait and see. However, Mr. Maggari, who should have no idea about what the heck I was thinking, contacted me behind closed doors. Sorry, Tsunao, buddy, for letting you take that useless bastard under your wing. Oh no, sir, I'm actually really grateful for this opportunity. What are you gonna do with that boar running wild, huh? I mean, he only knows how to charge forward without ever thinking straight, you know? It's good to be straight to the point sometimes, sir. I don't like crooked things myself. Yes, that is true. I forgot how much of an inflexible person you can be, sir. Indeed, sir.
Well, at the very least, be sure to keep him at bay so as to disallow him the chance to mess up.
Yes, sir, my exact thoughts, exactly. Just you wait, buddy boy. Well then, you're free to think on your own. Just don't forget how to report, contact, and discuss.
Yes, sir.
At first, Inokuma was visibly confused, but only for a short time, for he started to show his true abilities that very same day.
Oh crap, this document's due tomorrow, but I have an appointment coming up. Oh, what the?
I have time, so would you like me to do it?
Oh, wait, seriously?
Yeah, I just need to fix all the parts with the sticky notes on it, right?
That would really help me out, sheesh. Oh, look at the time, I'll leave it to you.
I'm worried, but if he could just do a little, that would be okay. And even at the business meetings.
I'm sorry to say this, but I'm thinking of rejecting the proposal of implementing your system further.
But why, sir? I was made aware that this business needs it at the moment.
Huh?
Yes, sir. Accepting it or rejecting it is entirely up to you. But could you please be so kind as to tell us the reason?
It's very difficult for me to say, but this season's sales were much lower than expected, and it was rejected by my higher-ups, you see.
I see.
I genuinely believe we ought to introduce it and use it to increase next season's sales. However, if the higher-ups don't agree, then there's nothing that we can do.
So that was the reason. That would make things difficult for sure. Well then, how about I propose it directly to the person who made this decision?
Huh?
Huh? Yes, I know they're very busy, but it'll only take 30 minutes, no, even 15 minutes. I'll explain the benefits to them properly. If it doesn't work despite this, then maybe they can reconsider it at another opportunity.
Yes, please, that would be great.
Leave it to me, gentlemen. Wow, amazing. So this is what listening means. Mr. Suno, I learned a lot from the business meeting just now. That's good, that's very good. It's gonna be very busy from now on, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm back.
Great work, sir. The materials are ready, so if you could check them, I'd really appreciate that. I just sent them by email.
Oh, thank you. Let's see. Oh, wait, did you really make this, Inokuma?
Yes, sir, I did.
In the few hours I was away?
I'm sorry, sir. I also had to accompany Mr. Suno to a nearby subcontractor company, so I only made the minimum corrections and adjusted the format.
No, buddy. This is perfect. I'm so grateful. Oh, wait, more to the point, you have a lot of talent. This is super easy to read.
Is it, sir? Really?
I can't believe that you have such talent, Imakuma. And the business meeting tomorrow with these materials is as good as landed, buddy.
Mr. Suno?
You did it! After that, Mr. Inokuma changed. He was never timid at all anymore, and he started to actively make a bunch of proposals. He started telling me that he wanted me to have this assignment and that this client to take care of him. I gave him only the minimum amount of advice, and I sent him off to his career in the office. As such, in the blink of an eye, he signed contracts with many clients and rose through the ranks to become one of the best salesmen. Comparable to the members of the 2nd Division and the top sales group, it didn't take long for him to belong to Division 2. Then one day, I was called by the vice president. Excuse me, sir, you're going to hand over Mr. Maggari's clients over to us? I heard that there was some trouble with the client that Inokuma had been fighting Mr. Maggari over. Apparently after that, Mr. Maggari whipped out a system implementation proposal of his own, and we got complaints such as the documents were sloppy, and he wanted to try and force us to install a system that we didn't want. The client was actually angered beyond the breaking point, and they said they would cancel the contract and switch to another company.
Even though they only have the basic system installed, they are a major company, and we can't afford to lose them, you see? Please, Suno, you've got to get something done about it.
Of course, I called out to him.
But why should I have to clean up after his stupid mess, sir? I'm doing well in the 2nd Division too, and...
Are you saying that thinking about the client, buddy? That was when Inokuma looked taken aback immediately. Sure, it'd be easy to leave it alone and embarrass Maggari, but you're not really okay with that, are you, sir?
No, I'm not, sir. There are many people in there who are not accustomed to the system, and they might have gotten used to them, but if they switch to another company, then the people dealing with that system will have a hard time yet again. They should continue working with us. Mr. Suno, I'm sorry for my outburst. Please, let me do this.
I'll leave it to you then, buddy. The following week, we managed to get an appointment with the company in question, and we visited them. Maggari was already on their blacklist, but with Mr. Inokuma's track record of providing thorough support in times of implementation, they gave us the time.
I'm sorry, gentlemen, but it's already been decided. Yes, sir, I am very aware of that. I'm very sorry for Mr. Maggari's service. I believe that he has made an unreasonable proposal that was not in the best interest of your business.
That's right. I'm so sorry.
At the very least, could you please tell me what you thought when you heard Mr. Maggari's proposal?
What do you mean by that, young man?
I'd like to ask you again about the future direction of your company. I hope that one day I can give you a better proposal, okay?
Mr. Inakuma, you've grown so much, I see. The representative smiled gently as if he realized his own son was growing up before his eyes, and he proceeded to tell us about the company's future ambitions and what he thought about Maggari's proposal. I see. It seems that the problem was with Maggari after all. It seems that the general field is resisting the idea of changing the system, so... Mr. Suno, if I may proceed? He was thinking exactly the same thing. I nodded my head.
Good job, Suno. Not only did they forget about canceling the contract right away, but they even agreed to an additional contract.
I didn't do a thing, sir. It's all thanks to Inakuma's listening skills and caring for our client.
Well done, Inakuma. Well done indeed. Thank you very much, sir.
During the remainder of the meeting, Inakuma calmly and clearly explained the benefits of continuing our system, and we were able to get them to say, "We will consider it if you and only you come to us as our source of support, Mr. Inakuma." Inakuma's God tier save quickly became known throughout the company, and he received words of praise from people in various departments. However, there was still one person who was not happy with these results.
Hey, Inakuma, how the hell did you do it? Why did they cancel the canceling of the contract?
I told them the benefits after listening to them carefully. They understood them very well.
I can understand preventing cancellations, but what do you mean by additional contracts? You stole credit from me, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about, sir. You made them an unreasonable proposal, and I only stopped them from canceling their contract with us at the last moment. What credit here goes to you in this matter?
The additional contract was only possible because I proposed it, dang it.
But the representative hardly understood the inner workings of the additional system. They said that they didn't even feel like you were listening to them halfway through because you just told them that it'd be better to implement it anyway.
What's wrong with a salesperson making a strong proposal? I mean, that's the way I do things, and I've come this far because of it, see?
What kind of logic is it that something that was right in the past is always still right today? If that was true, as you say, Japanese law would be overturned.
So you can't actually listen to what I'm saying?
If it's reasonable and doesn't violate the principles of good faith, then yes, I shall.
You bastard! You'll regret this. I'm the head here, okay? I'm a big shot.
You're acting like Gion.
I won't forgive you, boy! Don't underestimate my power!
Magari, what's going on?
Please listen, Mr. President. Inokuma stole my credit.
Oh, what's going on?
I don't know how you're hearing this, sir, but with a passion for supporting them, I put in time and effort to come up with a plan, get out there for a subcontractor, and propose it to them. It was only by chance that another company came along and we were in danger of being abandoned, but I mean, we were able to overcome that because of my efforts up until now, sir.
However, you were kept away from our subcontractor, and it was Inokuma who stopped the cancellation, wasn't it?
It was just a period of cool down for them, sir. If we had waited another while, talk of cancellation would have never happened. And yet that rat...
And where's the source of evidence of all this, Maggari?
Suno! You goddamn...
Conveniently, I heard that you were also heading to the vice president's office with a huff and a puff, and so I went and followed. Do you seriously reject the achievements of your former subordinate that passionately?
That's what I've been saying all this time. It's all thanks to me.
And where's the evidence?
I've been in charge since the system was introduced, so it's obvious.
Inokuma should have been working with them as their supporter, though.
What can a stupid supporter do? Besides, I was the one who showed him around the site when the system was introduced.
That's a lie.
Excuse me? Where is the evidence of that, then? Even if you ask the representative...
It's not so uncertain, sir. It's a lot simpler. It's obvious if you check the history of who visited with the company on what day and what time, all of which is logged into the company's customer management system.
The history?
Our company adopted a client visitation management system about 3 years ago to ensure the smooth sharing of information during handovers, and sales staff were told to write down the time and date of the visit, who visited where, and what was said during the appointment. Inokuma, who's a serious, hardworking guy, logged it down every time he had an appointment. According to the logs, he had visited the company in question 13 times since the system was introduced. Of course, you accompanied him the first few times only, and Inokuma visited the establishment alone the rest of the time. Do you still declare that that is your achievement, sir?
That's nonsense. He made false entries, I say.
In order to keep a correct visit history, you need to approve of your superior. If all those were false entries, then why didn't you point it out and have it fixed at the time?
How could I look at the small details like that with so little time on my hands?
That's like you're declaring yourself the derelict in your duties, Mr. Maggari. Sir, I also checked your visit history, and you've been taking advantage of the fact that you're the head of the department and have never logged a single entry since the system was introduced, haven't you? That means that what kind of work you did and what you achieved as a result of it cannot be visualized at all.
I made a bunch of proposals many times. The logs just don't show them.
When, to whom, and regarding what content, sir, no one can know unless you keep a history.
Who freaking needs something like that? I've been with the company for 20 years. Why do I have to adopt some stupid system?
Because that's company policy.
It was the vice president who couldn't stand Maggari's rigid, stubborn mind.
Mr. Vice President?
What's the importance of 20 years of service? If one continues to do things the old way, they will not survive, Maggari. That's why we, as the team that manages the entire enterprise, are sitting down together to think about various things. The customer management system is one example of how we try to adapt to the times. And you think it's stupid?
No, sir, that's not it. Perish the thought, okay? I simply don't think that way of doing things suits me, sir.
If so, then change your job to a more analog company. A company that doesn't need computers and just paper and pencils, huh?
Well, that seems backbreaking to find, to say the least.
Wait a minute, please. You're gonna take the side of the youngsters over me, sir?
Obviously, I do, considering the future of our company. And about the dereliction of our duties, you can prepare yourself for an appropriate punishment in the near future.
No, please!
The investigation that followed revealed Maggari's many derelictions of duty that had not been made public up until now, and after 20 years of service, he was ordered to start as a basic employee, starting over. And I'm your boss.
Why?
Well now, let's get serious. I just thought I was assigning work to him like the other members of my division, but Maggari, who'd been lazy up until that point, was completely unable to keep up with the work and quickly became exhausted. Moreover, many clients who'd been putting up with him because of his title of the department head heard rumors of his huge demotion, and the stress of that broke his mentality and eventually led to him to leaving the company. Due to his age and his lack of ability as a competent employee, he was unable to find a full-time position again, and he now is barely making ends meet with a part-time job. As for Inakuma, by the way...
Mr. Suno, I hope you trust me enough to...
Hell yeah!
Goddamn!
I trust you after all!
I'm so happy to be working with you, Mr. Suno.
He is still as free-thinking as ever, and he's developing contracts with clients in unexpected places. Maggari tried to tie him down to the old way of getting the job done, but that in and of itself was the biggest mistake. It is important to think about how to make new winds a tailwind for your own success, rather than standing against them or avoiding them altogether. For him, an environment where he could do things freely and comfortably was the condition for us to experience such a strong tailwind. I'd like to continue watching him grow as I improve myself as well.
Do you have any weaknesses, boss?
Well, I don't know if there are any in particular.
Mr. Suno, it's been a while.
What? Miss Nano?
Oh, weakness found.
What do you mean?
I guess that I need to give you a few lectures on that, sir.